What is going on there, guys? Kempy here. I am back today with episode 2 of the Wrexham career mode. I'm recording this just after episode 1 has come out, and the support on it already has been fantastic. There was already 5 people watching live for the premiere, which is a big deal to me. So I thank you all so much for checking in and coming to say hello. And you guys have got it. Episode 2 is coming out, and this is going to be a daily series. So our plan is for the channel is to be Tuesdays and Thursdays, do other versus videos or random one-off videos. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be a Wrexham episode. And if you guys hit like targets, you'll have double uploads on weekends or days where I do a versus episode. You might also get a Wrexham episode too, especially at the start, because I just want to keep playing. I can't stop playing. So I'm so excited, as you can tell. Thank you all so much for the support. Keep liking the videos, keep subscribing, keep sharing them on Twitter. Everything you do helps me out so much. So keep up the support, guys. You absolute legends. So FM22, FM23, FM22 rolls off the tongue way too easy. It started off with Wrexham, and we are here today at the first game of the season against Eastleigh, and I have been a busy boy. Last time we saw the staff, it was a shambles. Now look, best in the league on scouting, medical, and the coaching staff. Just the goalkeeping is third and second. The rest is all top, and we've got some big names in here as well. We've got big man Andy Cole as a coach. We've got Ben Rome as a fitness coach as well. In terms of our scouts, we've got some fantastic scouts too. We've got a guy from Belgium, so he's going to be able to do when we get up into the bigger leagues. Well, not in the bigger leagues, just sort of next year when we can try and attract more players from all over the place. He'll be nice and helpful. And we've got a lot of people that have 100% knowledge of England too. It actually helped me find a few players to sign as well. Talking about signings, we have signed a few absolute bangers. Let's have a look at transfer history then. I have spent nearly £200,000, sold 50,000, but the signings we've made have been very good. 3 signings it is then so far, and first one is Max Haygarth on a free contract, previously of Manchester United and Brentford, so a very good young player. He is going to suit this deep line playmaker on support role very well. Fantastic parking? Fantastic passing, technique, first touch, composure's not too bad. Off the ball works good, teamwork, vision, balance. He looks alright, I don't mind him at all. He was for free, he's got a decent value already, and he's only on about £1,000 a week as well. Just under, I think, as well. Yeah, £950 as well, a 1-year deal, and he is someone that can actually play in cam or striker as well. So if we do move into that 4-1-2-1-2 diamond, he suits that very well indeed. Next up is Mickey Dimitru, a 32-year-old centre-back. Now, it's not often I sign players when I'm in non-league for actual money, but when you're Wrexham, you might as well. And this guy looks fantastic. I compared him to Ben Tozer, and he is miles the better centre-back. He had offers from Ipswich and multiple other League One clubs, but he chose to come to the mighty Wrexham. I did offer him £2,000 a week just to sweeten the deal, make him a bit more happier to come. But he looks like a fantastic centre-back, and he is really good. He can also cover in at left-back as well if we need to. And if we ever move to a 3-back, he is more than comfortable in the wide centre-back role. So he looks someone who's going to be very exciting this season. And my big signing, Champions League player, Kirk Miller. When I was signing him, he was playing in the Champions League for Linfield in the playoff rounds. But still, we swapped out Champions League for Wrexham. Now, the only thing I don't like about Kirk is his composure of just 6. But as a winger, when you've got 16 crossing and you've got 6'5" Ollie Palmer in the middle, he is going to be absolutely lethal. He's got fantastic pace, fantastic crossing, dribbling, first touch, passing, technique, off the ball work rate. He looks unbelievable. And for 100,000, I don't think he's a bad signing at all. He's been over in Northern Ireland now for 9 years. It is time to bring him to Wales and to Wrexham, and he's going to be our starting right midfielder. There is a few players that we are still looking to sign as well. You can see that right back spot has still not been filled, and I'm also looking for a brand new goalkeeper. Right back, I'm looking at Brodie Spencer. He is a youngster from Huddersfield. He coming in at 18 years of age. I'm still underweight scouting him, but he is wanted by some big clubs for transfer. He is wanted on loan by Chesterfield, Forest Green, Northampton, Tranmere. So you're looking at League 1, at League 2 clubs. So if we can get him, that'd be really good. Joe Hilton, I don't quite know if I'm going to sign this guy. He looks decent. He's got decent potential. He's 5k. I'm waiting until he's fully scouted. I can't get him on trial, which is a real shame. But I keep scouting him. It's still in progress. So we'll see if we are going to sign Big Joe Hilton. He could be the #1 goalkeeper at the club. Josh Tobin. He looks really good as well. Brave, the leader. He's a complete leader and he's 18. He's got 18 leadership, which is fantastic. He's a decent centre-back / CDM. He doesn't look too bad, and for I think it's about 500 quid we're giving him, he looks decent and will come into the youth setup here at Wrexham. And the other man I'm looking to sign, and it's a bit of a weird one because I almost didn't want to sign him. He is really, really good. Jamal Hector Ingram, everyone sort of knows who he is on FM. He's someone that gets banded about a lot. He's not had a lot of football in his entire career, just 9 appearances and scoring 0 goals at 23 years of age. But there's no questioning his ability in this sort of league. He is very, very fast. He is decent at finishing of the ball. And he is also willing to retrain as a right midfielder. His crossing's not fantastic, but that pace could prove deadly. And if I do sign him, it will mean that Sam Dalby does go out on loan, which I'm not too upset about, because then Dalby can go out, get a bit more game time, see if he can progress into the striker we want him to be. And in the meantime, Jamal Hector Ingram and Elliot Lee as backup strikers is fantastic in this league. In fact, unheard of. The team is unbelievable, and we're so unbelievable. The season preview puts us at 1-91 to win the league, and the Dream 11 is basically made up of Wrexham, other than Rodriguez in midfield and Langley in goal. The rest is all us. We have got an unbelievable team for this league. It should be a walk in the park. Now, we all know Football Manager doesn't quite work that way, and it obviously won't be. But if we get our own way, we've got 2 of the best strikers in the league. We've got 2 League One strikers, so we should be able to effectively walk the league. We're obviously going to play a couple of games today. We're going to have the game today against Eastleigh as the first game of the season. I'm going to then skip the game against Yeovil, play that off camera, and then come back and give you the Chesterfield game. Chesterfield, I believe, are predicted to come third, so they are a decent side and a decent test as well away from home. But without further ado, let's get into it. The first game at the racecourse up the town. Come on, you Wrexham, let's get into it. Right, in fact, before we get there, we have got a decision to make. Joe Hilton, the deal is ready to go through. It is just £7,000. He's not on a lot of money either. It's a really easy transfer to make. I think regardless he comes in and is at least a backup goalkeeper, he obviously wants to be first choice goalkeeper. I think he will be. He's 22 years of age. He's 6'6". He's an absolute giant. We're going to do it, and you will see with me if that was a good idea or not. He's not going to play today, but he's a 2.5 star, which is the exact same as the current goalkeeper we've got. Let's have a little comparison to him. What is the guy's name? Mark Howard. Have a little compare. So Mark Howard is a little bit better in terms of his actual goalkeeping ability. Obviously better aerial reach from Joe. First touch is better, so he's pretty a little bit better at playing out from the back. But to be fair, there's not a lot of difference. He's more composed, better concentration, better decisions, better flair, which is really what you want from a goalkeeper. But I'd say Mark Howard is still just slightly better. Obviously, way slower due to his age. But Joe Hilton, for £7,000, I think is a very decent signing. And will at least be a backup for this season with the view to becoming a permanent first team goalkeeper. So that is a decent signing. We are just moments away then from getting into this game against the mighty Eastleigh. I'm going to go through and sort the team out, and we'll come back when we are in the presentation. Right then, your Wrexham team for today is Mark Howard in goal, Bryce Hosanna, Aaron Hayden, Mickey Dimitru, Callum McFadden as your back four, Kirk Miller, Thomas O'Connor, Max Haygarth, Jordan Davies, Paul Mullin and Ollie Palmer. The Eastleigh team is Joe McDonnell, Brennan Camp, Aaron Martin, Carl Maghoma, Corey Panther, Ryan Hill, JJ McKiernan, who's a decent player in this game. Well, he did last year anyway. Charlie Carter, Vincent Harper, Jack Butterall and Tristan Abrahams, another well-known player in FM. We are favourites here. We are an unbelievable side for this level. I'd be really, really upset if we did not absolutely storm this. And look at the beautiful race course live on FM23. Absolutely stunning. And I saw the other day as well some plans for the race course that they've had agreed from the Wrexham Council. Looks unbelievable. It looks like such a nice stadium up and coming as well. I really want to try and get down there one time this season. That would be absolutely awesome. And I want to try and get a top as well. All the tops from last season are sold out. They were on offer for like 25 quid and all gone straight away. One thing we do need to do, obviously this is our first game on the full game. So let's just have a little play around with the settings. I can't really remember what I play on. I believe it's that replays will have on as the director cam. And that looks about the right speed to me. I'll bring you guys back when we have some highlights and hopefully some goals for Paul Mullin and Ollie Palmer. Right then, the first highlight is half hour in. and it's an Ollie Palmer header at the back stick. We've got all the set pieces set up to aim for the 6'5" giant, and there it is. First one we've seen is an in-swinger from O'Connor, who's got 14 corners, which at this level is fantastic. And he's there, the man mountain, Ollie Palmer, knocking it home, 4-1-0, just half hour in with his first goal of the season. Right then, half time, just the one highlight, 1-0. Not a lot has happened. But we're here, we're 1-0 up, and it's FM23, so how can you not be excited? Right, an hour into the game then, we are going to make our first substitution. I'm going to put Jordan Davies into midfield and put Jacob Mendy out on that left mid spot. Haygarth obviously has not played a lot of football, so an hour is about right for his debut. We are going to manage to get another highlight here as well, and it is going to be us building out from the back, or building out, or a massive long ball, should I say, from Dimitriou. But I think this is going to be a little, this is what a lot of the highlights are going to be. And it's going to be that man, Super Paul Mullin, getting in one-on-one, and a decent block there from Eastleigh. Another ball back in. It is cleared again, and Tristan Abrahams can bring it clear for Eastleigh. It's long ball over the top, and Dimitriou dealt with that very, very well. We've kept Eastleigh to just 3 shots all game. We have been massively dominant. With it being the first game of the season, I'm not too fussed if it is not a high-scoring game. I'd rather us just get the result, come out here with the 3 points, would be really, really good. I'm going to take off Paul Mullin for Elliot Lee as well. We've got quality like that on the bench, we might as well bring it on. I'm going to bring on Ford as well for Kent Millar. They've gone into a 4-2-3-1. I'm just going to drop back a little bit more cautious for these last 3 or 4 minutes. I'm going to see the game out to be a nice 1-0 victory here at the racecourse. Just 3 or 4 highlights today. I might make the highlights be extended so they're a bit more... see a bit more gameplay, see a bit more how the actual team moves. Now we're into our full save. I feel like it should be good to see the more tactical side of the game rather than just trying to get through the games as quick as possible. I was a Sunday League manager myself in real life, and I enjoy managing. I enjoy the tactical side of the game, so it's something that I am very, very interested in. So it's something that I might be digging into a little bit more this year, and I'm excited for the data hub to come in as well. There's a lot more stats here than there was last year, and there's a lot more that you can actually use from this. Obviously, you have to wait a few games till it comes available. When it does, there is a lot more statistics in there to look at. I know I'm a massive stats nerd. I'm an FPL guy. I'm a club guy. So when it comes to stats and it comes to numbers, I'm a big, big fan. I'm going to have to stop talking because this cold has blocked my nose right up. I'm going to bring you guys back in just a couple of weeks. We have Chesterfield away. A lovely 2-0 win then away at Yeovil. Goals from Mullin and Palmer, both coming from Kent Millar. Crosses, the Mullin one didn't count as a cross, but it was drilled across the box, and Mullin stuck it in. I think he might have took a deflection on the way, but that is it. 2-0 against Yeovil, and today we have got Chesterfield, who have played 2 games, 1-1, lost 1. We're obviously 2 games, 2 wins. No goals conceded, which is nice to see. One thing I will just show you guys as well, transfers-wise, we have made a couple of signings. So obviously you saw Joe Hilton come in. Harry Williams is a young centre-back we had coming in on trial. I was fairly impressed. The assistant manager wanted me to sign him, and I have signed him. He's got potential of 4-star, which I think is League 1 when I last looked. So happy to get Harry Williams in. He has gone straight out on loan to Peterborough Sports, over to Lalujo. And then we brought in Marcel Lavinier, a Portuguese right back. He looks like a quick, decent crosser of the ball. He's definitely an upgrade on Bryce Hosanna. And he's on loan. He costs me 1k a week, or 1.5k a week even. But he looks decent. He looks good enough at right back to come in. He didn't play the last game, but he will certainly be playing in this one. And then Hosanna will keep his place on the bench because he is a good player. We will play Ben Tozer this game rather than Dimitriou, as he's a bit of an older guy, so we have to look after the elderly sometimes. Luke Young can play over O'Connor. That's not a... Oh, no. James Jones can play, actually. He's not much better. We'll keep O'Connor on the bench focus. He is very, very good. The front 2 can stay the exact same. We'll keep Haygarth in again. And Marcel Levier can get the number 2 at Wrexham. Today, obviously, a big, big game. Chesterfield, another big side, sadly down in non-league. I thought they said Drogba up front. I was getting a bit scared. It's Dobra. Tim Akinola I recognise. Ollie Banks I recognise. Shimanga, I think, was the top goal scorer. That's who they predicted would get top goal scorer. I think Ollie Palmer is going to get it. Based on what I saw in the last game, I did in fact move on to excellent highlights, and he was unbelievable. Every single ball was played up to Big Ollie. He won a few headers from corners again, getting nice and close. But this is the third game in a row which has been shown live on TV. That shows the Deadpool money has come in and done bits for Wrexham. But can it do bits on the field? And can we beat Chesterfield away? Right then, first highlight of the game is 20 minutes in. It is a long ball in to Kent Millar, who doesn't quite get there. New sign of Lavalier tries to whip it in. Millar on the 50-50 is headed clear. And Chester, I can't get it right. Chesterfield are going to get the ball clear to the predicted top goal scorer, Shimanga. But it's well cleared by Hayden Palmer playing through. Kent Millar is going to whip out a dangerous ball. And you can just tell, there it is. And Ollie Palmer's big head. That's exactly why we signed Kirk Millar, for them balls. And Ollie Palmer is exactly the man we need in the middle. 6'5" beast. Look at it. Long ball up to him. He plays a beautiful pass out wide to Big Kirk. Takes a touch. Too much space. Fantastic ball in. A proper perler, that one. Ollie Palmer just beats every centre-back to the ball. Heads it in. And 1-0. Ooh, corner ball for Chesterfield. Ooh! Drogba nearly scored. Hit the crossbar. Good chance there for Chesterfield. We are now sitting top of the league. Can we get a corner of our own? Oh, I thought Ollie Palmer was going to do it again. Hayden does knock it back in. It is finally cleared out to McFadden, who cuts down the line. Paul Mullin doesn't quite make anything of the chance, and Tim Akinola cannot bring it clear. He's got space to run into, and Drogba on the ball. Didier Drogba! Jesus, he hits the crossbar from 30 yards out. Close one there from Dobra. Nearly making it 1-0. One absolute world that would have been. Half time then, 1-0 in a top of the table clash. This is a proper 6-pointer for the title, this one. These are a very good side. You can tell from the stats that it's been a heavily Chesterfield game. But we have got the goal, which is the most important thing. It's the only stat that matters, is the goal stat. That's not a bad ball. And Kirk is going to keep it on. Does not quite get it in the back of the net. Not a bad ball again there. We just create a lot of chances in this 4-4-2, which is quite nice to see. 4-4-2 is a big favourite of mine. And even in the social thing earlier, it was said as goated by one of the Wrexham fans. But Jordan Davies here bursting through from that left mid spot and gets his first goal of the season as well. Passion from Jordan, the Wrexham boy, winning the ball back about 30-40 yards out. You can see here, Banks just caught the ball. Palmer wins it. Davies picks it up and he just drives through the defence. No one's going to close him down. He's going to get there on that left foot and make it 2-0 to the mighty Wrexham. It is a game every couple of days in this league, so we are going to make changes. We are going to rest players because we do not want anyone getting injured, especially from this first team. So we're going to bring on Elliot Lee, and Hosanna's going to come on right mid as well, just to give a few rested legs. But I don't think it's going to be a problem in this game. We do look good. We do look dominant. I'm going to drop a bit more cautious and waste a little bit more time now against Chesterfield. Just 10 minutes to go. It'll be good to see this one out and get another clean sheet. Would be fantastic. Ben Tozer has got long throw-ins. I'm not sure if he quite could get it to Jordan Davies. That would be a long throw-in. He is wasting as much time as possible though. Lee does find Tozer, crosses it into Davies, and it's a third, and it's Jordan Davies' second of the game. A header at the back post. Normally Ollie Palmer. This time it's little Jordan Davies making it 3-0 to Wrexham away at Chesterfield. This is a dominant performance and shows what a great side we are. I'm going to have to skip through this season fairly quickly because it is really going to be one of them seasons which we're going to fly through and hopefully absolutely smash the league. This is one of the best teams in the league and we are putting them to the sword here. 3-0, not even had a much dominant game, but we've been at the better side. We've scored the chances. That's what happens when you have League One strikers up front. And a left mid who absolutely loves the club. One thing I will do is I will bring you back, for the end of the transfer window. So we'll have a Gateshead, Dorking double header. And then I'll probably try and get a few weeks into the season. Maybe bring you back for Notts County or Barnet. Notts County, obviously, another massive club down in non-league. So maybe we come back for that. And there's some decent games as well. Torquay currently sitting in second. So maybe it's Torquay, Oldham, Notts County. We'll do a triple header. Something like that, though. But next episode will be a deadline day special. We'll see if we are going to bring anyone else in. Support from you guys, as always, has been absolutely mental. Keep liking the videos. Keep commenting on what your saves are and how you're getting on with FM23. And I'll see you guys next time.